and then also having a bigger why. And so, can you talk a little bit about like some things right now that's like really motivating you to keep going? What kind of things that like I think we've talked a little bit about like one of your projects with the military folks.
I've never served. I'm going to say that straight up. I didn't have the temperament for it. There would be no use of me going in if I'd be spending the entire time in the break. And plus I can't really shoot a gun, but I do have a 50 caliber mouth, and I'm not afraid to use it. But I really respect those who do serve, and it makes me very angry when they are sent into situations for no good reason other than greed. I get even angrier when people use them as political footballs, because they are not pieces of the war machine, they are people. And I have fought and built a wall around Horses and Heroes because I want the politics kept out of it. This is about military personnel, veterans, and the people who love them. They are people. And they're real people who have real needs and who have real injuries. And if all you're going to do is flap your lips and claim you're for the veterans without following up, you need to shut up. Which is kind of hard line, but that's a simple truth. Horses and Heroes, it's an amazing project. No, it's never been done. It's a reality TV series, for lack of a better genre, but it promotes healing, not endorsing bad behavior. We're combining peer support therapy with equine therapy to give them a safe place to where they can heal themselves and come back to the world. And people in the industry keeps asking, well, do a pilot. We can't do a pilot. The therapy is real, and until we're ready to go fishing, we can't open that crack of worm, that can of worms, because you just can't start it and then say, oh, guess what? We're going to go on a hiatus until we can get the rest of our funding and a network. So you just, hold that breakdown for a couple of, 2-3 months, and then we'll get back to you. So We've got videos that basically show what we're going to do, but we don't have a pilot yet.
Yeah, that's definitely like the thing that you run into different times is that especially for the people, the business folks, that they want like kind of proof. They want like kind of the things that make them more secure to kind of move forward. Meanwhile, like unless you have that kind of funding, yeah, absolutely, it's like kind of you can't kind of half-ass it.
Right.
You have to be fully committed to it and stuff. So what kind of ways that maybe that people can help with the project though? Like what are some of the things that like would really help to get the word out?
Well, every time you talk about it and send them our way, we do have a Facebook page that has links and videos, but we are looking for a corporation to cross brand with in an old school in a new school kind of way. Back in the day of early television, Mutual of Omaha sponsored the Wild Kingdom. It was their baby. Their logo was embedded. Their name, the two of them are synonymous, and we are going to be doing something similar, only different. I have formatted the show so there are 2 10-second billboards, one at the beginning, one at the end, and then a 10-second bridge that is dedicated to the sponsor. But they're not just ads. They are basically combining the brands and showing how the sponsor supports veterans. One of the things that really tick me off, especially a couple of times a year, where you get these Veterans Day sales and Memorial Day sales, but they don't support veterans. It's a
Right.
marketing strategy for them, but they don't hire vets. They don't support veterans causes. They just make money off of them.
That's a great
And
point.
it is really frustrating because what does a Memorial White Day sale have to do with veterans, or a car sale, or whatever they're selling? And it's insane. And you've got these companies who actually do work with veterans. USAA is one. New Day USA is a competitor. But we are looking for one of those type of people, or the corporations are not people, but one of those companies who actually want to make a difference, because they're going to be helping more than the 8 people who in each season. We're going to be going through the airways into people's homes and giving veterans from World War II all the way forward the permission to seek the help that they need, because they're not getting it. The VA put out the stat that 22 a day commit suicide. That's only with 21 states are recording, and it doesn't include those who die in car accidents or overdose, or death by violence, death by cop. It also doesn't include the 1 a day active duty that chooses to die. It's really easy to get somebody to kill you, to die if somebody, you got a bunch of people trying to kill you. But the number is actually closer to 200 a day that we're losing. So about 200 today will die. And we can't save them all. But even if we could save one, it's worth our time and our effort to save that one. And that one will show that others can do it, and more will be saved.